Hi everybody, and welcome to week 2 of your spring semester and the behavior class that is the third in your series called Change Management. Again, let me apologize to those of you I didn't get to talk to last week because actually I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who didn't figure out how to get an FSys running on 2 computers. But I wanted to spend a little time with you talking about the syllabus and answering some of the questions that the Wednesday night group that I did get to meet with had asked me, and also a few of the other things that I think might be worthwhile for you to know as you get ready for this particular class in the semester. So as you've seen already in the syllabus, there's a series of readings, and those actually in the change management literature there's a ton of different articles, and they're fairly current. And so I had to kind of pick and choose the ones that I thought would be most relevant to you all and also most interesting. And we've already started talking on the discussion boards about the first one, the power of predictability. And so some interesting questions are coming into play, and I'm beginning to see people also kind of applying it to their own situations. This class is going to be very much about opportunities for you to apply kind of these theories to yourself, regardless of what part of the dealership industry you're involved in. And so so big picture, there are 3 goals for this class. First of all, the majority of the readings and the focus in the beginning for sure will be around the goal of helping you think about what you would do in order to drive change effectively in an organization. So if you're the driver of a change initiative, what are some key elements of making that work effectively, minimizing the issues that people are concerned about? And so while you're reading, I really would like for you to be capturing, in whatever way you can, and this will help you with some assignments coming up, capture principles of managing change effectively. That'll be really helpful. So what are the do's and the don't do's about managing change? The second goal is around helping you develop some strategies for how to handle change situations that other people kind of bring about and come at you with. And so again, in the dealership industry and a lot of other things going on in the world around us, we're all sort of recipients of other people's decisions and in terms of the change process. And so how do we develop some resilience around that? And that kind of leads to the third goal, so pretty well paired together, and that's kind of on the individual side. So we want you to spend some time thinking about who you are and what you do personally in these kinds of stressful situations and transition situations. And we have a really cool activity that happens after we're done in Florida that is a Harvard business program. And I'll show you all about it when we're in Florida, so you don't have to think much about it for now. But it's about how we manage the different kinds of transitions we make in our careers, and we're going to be doing some real specific activities around that for about 4 weeks. So one thing I want to point out, Charles Jackal won the prize on Wednesday night by noticing that on the syllabus I left a week off, and I went back and took a look at it after Wednesday night, and I did in fact just completely skip the week after we were in Florida. In theory, it's fine with me if you actually do skip that week. I know you'll be real busy doing your finance work, but that's the beginning of the leadership transitions period. And I've actually given you 4 weeks to work on this project that is the leadership transitions project, and you're going to work with some other folks in the class. So we'll talk about it again when we're there, but you can kind of mentally picture that week being written in there in exactly the same format as the 3 weeks that you can see in March that look like leadership transitions work. That's going to be the same work. So good job, Charlie, noticing that. And I just wanted to mention also, answer a couple quick questions about the other deliverables. Before we get to Florida, you have a change management journal due, and the idea of that is actually for you to, and you can start now, for you to take a look at specific change going on in your work world. Perhaps it's broader than just your specific career, your specific job. Some major changes going on for you would be fine. And to begin documenting and applying the concepts that everybody's talking about on the boards and that you're reading about to you specifically. And so this is, what have I learned about how I'm handling or how I should be handling this change going on in my world, whatever it is. So you have to set a little context. It'll be due the week before we go to Florida. And again, kind of describe for me what that's about. I'll tell you more about that later on, but right now you should be starting to capture ideas for that journal every time you're involved in this class in a discussion, okay? And then we have a big project. It is a quarter of your grade, and we'll do it when we're in Florida together on the Friday. And that's the Change Management Group project, and that's going to be industry specific. So like we did with the online debate topics last summer, where we asked you to think about relevant things going on in your industry that are an ethical issue. We're going to, in a couple of weeks, start the process of thinking through major changes going on in your industry. So, you know, what's happening, you know, with some of the big three automakers and the big change initiatives they're dealing with, or perhaps, you know, something with how financing is happening in terms of the industry. We won't do finance; that's your other class, and you don't want to go there with me. But certainly there are changes to talk about in the overall process, and so maybe that's a topic you would be interested in talking about from a change management principles point of view. And so these are going to be big projects. We're going to do them in groups and spend a big chunk of that Friday that we're in Florida. All right. If you have any questions, if I missed something, please put it on the discussion board. I put a posting out there for you to identify any additional things that were unclear or that you want to clarify. If you have any ideas about how we might go about our process, if the discussion boards every week or small groups idea doesn't work so well for you and you want to propose a new idea, please put that out there as well. All right. Apologize for the length of this one. The future ones will be a little shorter, but I thought there were probably some good questions that you had that I should answer. So look forward to talking with you soon.